want to thank everyone for coming here today, and I'm really excited about this. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank and recognize our meeting sponsors. We have David Hempel, the CEO of Century Savings Bank. David, would you like to stand and tell us about Century Savings Bank?
Thank you, Minerva. I was on a Zoom meeting this morning, and one of the attendees said, "Dave Hempel, you're the only one attending with a tie on. Why?" And I said, "Because I have an in-person meeting today." Yes. So if you don't know Century Savings Bank, we are the fourth oldest institution headquartered and operating in New Jersey. And 2021 is an exciting year for us. And the reason is, after 153 years of serving Cumberland, Salem, and Gloucester counties, we're now seeking business in Cape May, Camden, and Burlington counties. So this is an exciting time for us. However, our roots, as the mayor would put it, are in the great city of Bridgeton. And if you look at our future plan, our plan is to remain headquartered right here in Cumberland County and continue to support the communities and the people and our customers in Cumberland County. And we're a longtime supporter of the Bridgeton Area Chamber of Commerce, and we are very happy to be the sponsor today.
Next, I would like to introduce my co-chair for the Hispanic Business Committee for the Bridgeton Chamber of Commerce, and that is John Cummings, Executive Director of Revive South Jersey and our co-sponsor for today's meeting.
Thank you, Minerva. Good afternoon. It's very exciting to be in front of you here today, representing Revive South Jersey as one of the co-sponsors of this event. Special thank you to Minerva Alvarado, my co-chair, and all your tireless efforts to make today a success. Thank you, Dave and Carol and Century Savings for sponsoring this event along with us, and for all the great work that you do in our community. On behalf of my team members who are part of the Unidos para la Familia collaboration, thank you for joining us. The event today is a culmination of many years of tireless efforts by a lot of individuals in this room. I'd like to particularly thank Isai Garcia and Isi Sosa, who are here today as family advocates for Unidos para la Familia, and your tireless efforts on behalf of families in our community, coaching them and helping them start businesses, buy homes, and do many important things that build a stronger community here. Also like to thank the Sykes Foundation, who has supported the efforts of Unidos para la Familia, Fran Sykes in particular, and Rochelle Tadyamoa, who is here representing the foundation. So thank you for all that you have done and are doing in South Jersey. Unidos para la Familia, as a team, we recently moved into the Shepherd House, which is a facility that is right next to the Salvation Army here in Bridgeton, and we're excited for the opportunities that we're going to be able to offer as we partner with additional organizations and work to specifically serve this county. In addition to providing the GED instruction and testing in Spanish, the family advocacy, the ESL classes, and community development, we're looking to add in partners who, with Ray from LAEDA, will be providing business coaching and development, working together with the Camden Center for Law and Social Justice to provide immigration attorneys and services that are low or no cost to residents here in Cumberland County and accessible to them. Working together with Bridgeton Main Street to help our downtown merchants, and working together with the Mexican consulate to provide a plaza comunitaria where individuals can, in Spanish, earn their grade school and middle school certificates. So there's a lot of great things that are happening here in the community. We're very excited about them and excited for the conversation that is starting today with all of you, and the possibility of coming together to join forces and utilize the strengths of each individual and organization here to create great opportunities and relationships to benefit Bridgeton, Cumberland County, and all of South Jersey. Thank you.
I have the honor of introducing some special guests, but before I do that, I'd like to tell you all that I think you're all very special guests. Some that are here, it's just amazing to me, the support that we have here today. and on Zoom. I'd like to just mention a few names because it will not be the last time you hear about them. Bert Lopez, Public Affairs Manager for Atlantic City Electric, and a whole bunch of other things. Jerry Velasquez, I'm not sure if he's here, the President and CEO of the Authority. If you're here, you may stand when I call your name. Joel Berrocal, he is the National Director of Small Business Development of the National Puerto Rican Chamber of Commerce. He's joined us today on Zoom. We also have Carlos Obrador Garrido Cuesta, the titular consul of the Mexican Consulate, along with Humberto Cruz Guadarrama, who is the Community Affairs Coordinator. Thank you for coming so far away. And one of these gentlemen has a foot injury, but I won't tell you who. And I'm really surprised that you're here today. Thank you for the effort. All the way from Philadelphia. Ray Collazo, Executive Director, Unidos US. He is joining us on Zoom. Mayor Albert Kelly of the great city of Bridgeton, and also President of Gateway Community Action Partnership. We have Mayor Michael Santiago here with us today, City of Millville, Director of Public Works. Christina Renna, President, Chamber of Commerce of Southern New Jersey. Jerry Cavella, Executive Director, Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce. I'm not sure if she's here. Jennifer Jones, Executive Director, Salem County Chamber of Commerce. She is on Zoom. Thank you, Jennifer. Dr. Keith Miles Jr., Superintendent, Bridgeton Public Schools. Elmer Arriaga, Director of Bilingual ESL World Languages Education, Bridgeton Public Schools. Lieutenant Melissa Lowell, she is the Commanding Officer of the Salvation Army Bridgeton Corps. My grammar school friend, I had to say that, Sandy. Sandra Ulbrich, she is the President of Bridgeton Main Street Board of Directors. Cumberland County Commissioners, Director Joe Durella. Deputy Director Darlene Barber. Doug Albrecht and George Castellini. Christy DiLeonardo, she is the Division Director, and Yvonne Walker is the Senior Employment Specialist with Cumberland County Workforce Development. Not sure, okay, there you are in the back. They also cover Salem, Cape May County as well. Carol Musso, our chairwoman for the Bridgeton Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. She's also the Vice President, Business Development, Century Savings Bank, and a Cumberland County Commissioner. The one and only Tony Stanzione, Executive Director, Bridgeton Area Chamber of Commerce and Cumberland Development Corporation. I've also been introducing him today as our magician because he makes it all work. And Lori, you do too.
Thank you.
Okay. We have someone here who helped get the room get cool today. Thank you very much. Grace Garrett, she is the Director of Operations of the Alm Center, and she's going to come and say a few words. How's the food? One of the women serving, and I have to thank the servers because they've been doing such a great job. But and you can't tell because they're wearing a mask, but they're serving with a smile. Okay, and here is Grace Garrett.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Center, which under the leadership of Reverend Dr. Albert Morgan and the Union Baptist Temple, this is why we are here today. They had the dream 13 years ago to have a community servicing the city of Bridgeton, the greater Bridgeton area. To give you some highlights, we have host sports activities, rentals here, such as birthday parties and dinners. And within the building, we have the Stronger Family Program, Bridgeton PAL, and Rowan College. And that's just a few of the activities that take place at the Center. This summer, starting on Monday, we will have a summer camp, 10 years and older, robotics camp in August, a theater camp, and kids yoga. As you see that we are concerned about the children in this area, and we're trying to expand on different things for them to do this summer other than basketball. We have hosted the Red Cross Blood Bank twice here. We're getting ready to host a thing for the America Corp, and we also had COVID here, a COVID vaccine here for 2 times. So on behalf of the Center, we also want you to know that our staff is from the Workforce 55 and Pathstone. Again, welcome to the Center.
Last but certainly not least, Karen Garcia, wearing the black mask over by the food table. She is here for Los Molcajetes, and we are so glad you are. Thank you, Karen.
Just to make some chamber announcements, we have our upcoming chamber golf tournament, where our co-chairs is the one and only Christy DiLeonardo of Cumberland County Workforce Development, and Sam Pepitone III is the co-chair of that event. The event will be July 22nd at 8:30 at Running Deer Golf Club, and there is breakfast and networking that starts from 7:30. We also have upcoming our Cumberland County Hiring and Business Expo, which is coached by Barry Say. He's our chair for this event. It will be September 22nd from 2 to 6, and it's going to be held outdoors at the Rowan College of South Jersey. This is also a project that the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce and the Greater Violin Chamber of Commerce will be co-sponsoring together. So thank you to all of our chairs and co-chairs that will help us through all these events. Welcome newest members. Minerva, are you doing that? Minerva will be talking about our new members.
I'd like to welcome at least one very special new member. She's sitting right in front of me. And I am doing this for Dottie Robinson, who chairs the membership committee but could not be here today. And I'm going to say this out of order. But El Manantial, Woodbury, Restaurante y Tienda Mexicano. Jasmine Velasquez, if you would please stand. She is the owner of Superb Food and Atmosphere. Everything is fresh. Mexican food in Woodbury, and we want to welcome her to the chamber. She's also a committee member for the Hispanic Business Committee. So I really want to thank her for being here today, because it's not always easy to leave your business and drive all the way over here from Woodbury. But thank you very much. And another committee member who is with us on Zoom, Ileana Burgos Serrano, the owner of Burgos Serrano Insurance Solutions. She provides bilingual Spanish multi-service insurance solutions for individuals, families, and business owners. She is also the ambassador for the Southern New Jersey of the National Puerto Rican Chamber of Commerce, Ileana Burgos Serrano. Angie's at Your Service, a new member. Angela Morrison, owner. Angie's at Your Service provides an innovative, sophisticated way for business owners to get professional administrative support while reducing their overhead costs. And we welcome these new members to our chamber. And now Carol and Tony. Carol and Tony for the foundation scholarships.
At this time, I'm going to ask the recipients of the Bridgeton Area Chamber of Commerce Foundation Scholarship to please come forward. We'd like to welcome Amelia Labosh from Cumber Regional High School. We also like to ask Mr. Leo Darmstetter, who will be accepting Alex Spencer from Cumberland County Technical Education Center to please come up to accept. And Giselle Ortiz Ponchio to come up too. And Giselle is from Bridgeton High School. Our scholarships go to students who are good citizenship, academic achievement, and who utilize the scholarship to continue their education at a college or a university. Our awards were based on an essay that they submitted on the theme, Love Where You Live. On behalf of the Chamber of Commerce and the Foundation, I am pleased to present $350 to these amazing students and citizens.
I have the pleasure of introducing today's program and two very just phenomenal gentlemen that are our keynote speakers today. And it just blesses my heart that they're here today. They traveled far to get here, and it matters to me. And I've been telling everyone in the room, this is the first meeting, but it won't be the last. So I would like to introduce our first keynote speaker, Luis de la Hoz. He is the Vice President of Community Lending for Valley Bank. He is also the Chairman of the Statewide Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of New Jersey. And a couple of other things I would like to note. He at one point was responsible for the Community Redevelopment Act and managed many relationships with the Hispanic community and coordinated outreach efforts to minority business groups through the state. And that was a while ago, before it was all the rage. He's also, because of his professional expertise, he has held several leadership positions in the business community and serving as chairman of the board of the directors for the Statewide Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, is the voice of more than 120,000 Latino small business owners that call New Jersey home and contribute more than $20 billion to the local economy on an annual basis. I present to you Luis de la Hoz.
Good afternoon. I can tell you that Minerva doesn't take a no for an answer. She insists that I need to be here in person, and multiple times I told her, like, listen, it's not the right time. I can join via Zoom, but she insists, and we are here today.
Thank you.
I'm very happy. It took me over 2 hours to get here, but the view was magnificent, and for me, it's an honor to share with you. She asked me if I can speak 10 minutes. I hope that is not too much for you in Spanish, but I will do my best. Now, I'm Luis de la Hoz. I'm a small business owner myself. I came from Colombia in 2004, and in 2010, I quit my own business to start working as a volunteer for a micro lender, because access to capital is the most important need for small business owners, regardless of ethnicity. But did you know that 92% of the businesses in the US are micro businesses? That if 1 of every 3 hire 1 more person, we will face full employment? That's the power of micro businesses. Latinos, we have 5 times more chances to save money if we start a business than if we find a job, unless it's birth job or, you know, a very good job. But the reality is, and African Americans, they have 2 chances more to save money if they start a business. We believe at the statewide Hispanic Chamber of Commerce that entrepreneurship is the best way that we have to overcome poverty. Now, many of the businesses are really small, cash-based businesses, restaurants, beauty salons, barbershops, micro, we call bodegas, like supermarkets, small corner stores. But the reality, the main reason because we start those type of businesses is because we don't have enough money to start other businesses. The ones that are doing better are the ones that doesn't focus on their own community where they come from. They are focused on the general market, right? And people do appreciate and pay all the effort and all the recipes and all the culture that are behind those businesses. The other question is, I just want to make a clarification. In Latin America, we don't register the business with the chamber, with the state. We register the business with the Chamber of Commerce, right? That's a main difference. That's why many small business owners see the chamber as an extra cost, because after you register the business with the state of New Jersey, now you need to become member of the chamber. And in Latin America, the chamber do all the fiduciary activities that the state does. They will provide you the certificate of incorporation. They will tell you who is registered, who is the owner, that's one of the main differences. How the statewide Hispanic Chamber of Commerce became the largest chamber of commerce in the state, doing outreach. And our business model is very simple. We don't focus on the membership, we focus on results. If we provide a really good outcome to our members, they will invite more members and they will pay for the membership. And I cry saying goodbye to a cargo plane. But every time that someone that joined us for free submit a check to become a corporate sponsor, a supported sponsor, because they saw value on the activities that make me really happy. You just need to get an invitation to come and enjoy the South. I mean, I live in Edison and I work in Wayne. This is a road trip for me. But if people have the opportunity to enjoy that view and everything that you have to offer here, they will come, they will open businesses, and they will stay. And remember, one of the reasons because many people travel is because of the food and because they have access to something that they don't necessarily have where they live. I remember when the Rutgers University joined the Big Ten, that became the biggest economic driver in central New Jersey, because every time that someone comes to play, they will spend money on hotels, in restaurants, in bars, in many places. That was before the COVID, but we hope that they play well and that will attract more people. The last thing is, when I mentioned that access to capital was the most important need, we face 2 problems. One is the lack of personal credit history, and the second is the lack of collateral. That's why organizations like the one, LAEDA, that is led by Raymond Landboy, is important because they can fulfill the bridge between a financial institution and the consumers. Now, less than 10% of the Latino small business owners, they own the place where they operate the business. That's a huge opportunity. Why? Because what happens if I rent a space for 10 years and the landlord sells that building? I will be out and I could be out of business. That's why it's really important that we consider to purchase the location where we operate the business. Did I missing anything? No? It's time already? Okay. I just want to mention that the Hispanic community, after every crisis, we start more businesses because we are not able to find jobs. The only meeting that I was really happy to see that we didn't make the chart as a community was the long-term unemployment chart by the Secretary of Labor. We never got those jobs. We never lost those jobs. We was not part of the chart, right? But Latinas start businesses 6 times faster than any other group. Look around. A single mother will start a business in a blink of an eye, and she will support their family with an empanada stand, with a small home-based businesses. We just need to help them to grow. We have 5 stages of businesses, micro businesses up to $250,000 on assets or sales a year, rabbits up to $1 million, zebras up to 3 million, gazelles up to 5 million, and unicorns above 5 million. And if we help them to grow, we can grow with them. If I start my business without the chamber, if I grow my business without the chamber, what I need the chamber for? The chamber need to become the best business partner for the small business community. And next time we will do this on a baseball arena or with 10,000 people. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Wow. I'd like to thank Luis for being here today. Muchas gracias. Lo agradezco.
Was almost again my way, but
He looks over to me and say, is that it? Did I cover everything? Like, okay. It's my honor to present to you our second keynote speaker, Ray Lamboy. He is the president and CEO of LAEDA, which for those who don't know, stands for the Latin American Economic Development Association. And I know I was persistent with him as well to come here today in person, but John invited him first. So John will get the credit for Mr. Lamboy being here. He is not only the president and CEO of LAEDA for a long time, since I believe 2007. He also he helped to form that, he brings a unique perspective to the economic development mission. And just like all of us here, he believes that there is a future here in our city, in our county, and in Southern New Jersey. And he will be part of the conversation to help strengthen our relationships with the Hispanic business community. Everyone, Ray Lamboy.
All right. Well, thank you, Minerva, for that kind introduction. And thank you to the Princeton Chamber of Commerce, Jonathan, and Minerva for inviting me to this program. Back when I got the invitation, vaccinations were rolling out, and I wasn't sure where we would be. And here we are, maskless and in person. Again, my name is Ray Lambo. I am the president and CEO of the Latin American Economic Development Association. Say that 3 times fast, or just LAEDA as we're known. I've been at the helm since 2008. I was the owner of Lamboy Furniture, a Hispanic, first generation Hispanic business in the city of Camden, Lamboy Furniture. When I took over, we moved from a retail business to a furniture manufacturing company with my father, who started the business in 1970. Started my career with LAEDA in 2006 as the director of the Main Street Office of Development and Management. A little bit about LAEDA. LAEDA is a community economic development organization dedicated to the grassroots mission of empowering underserved individuals to revitalize the places they call home through entrepreneurship. In 1987, LAEDA was founded with the unique value proposition of stimulating the revitalization of the city of Camden through community-based business startups. And as we started to live out that mission, our mission evolved due to the challenges faced by our entrepreneurs. One of the first challenges we experienced was the availability of real estate, of viable commercial real estate. It's one thing to sign a security deposit, buy some inventory, have a grand opening, and start your business. It's a whole nother proposition to actually buy a building, renovate that building, and do those things. So LAEDA started to acquire commercial real estate around the city of Camden, retail and office space, to begin providing access to our clients. And in the 34 years, we've done about 50,000 square foot of office space. The other challenge that we encountered was fertile markets. We could never ask somebody to spend their life savings to open up a shoe store on River Road in Camden if the market just would not support them. So they would leave the city to go to Collingswood, Cherry Hill, Pennsauken to start that business, and we'd support them nonetheless. But our goal was the revitalization of the city of Camden. So over the 34 years of our existence, our mission has been really distilled into what we call our LIADA Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy. The LIADA SEDS is a grassroots, bottom-up approach versus a top-down mass market approach. It's the convergence, excuse me, have some water? It's the convergence of marketing, business development, and real estate development with the overall goal of developing an entrepreneurial business climate in underserved communities in their commercial corridors. I feel like Marco Rubio. The LIADA SEDS works in 3 key areas: marketplace development through the deployment of the Main Street model, individual empowerment through the business training and counseling operation that we have, and then strategic commercial real estate investment. So according to the Stanford Latino Entrepreneurship Initiative, between 2009 and 2019, the number of Latino business owners grew 34%, compared to 1% for all business owners in the United States. And between 2018 and 2019, Latino owned businesses reported average revenue growth of 14%, outpacing the growth of the United States economy. The Hispanic entrepreneur has and continues to have potential to transform the commercial corridors and shopping districts across this region and across South Jersey. So today I was tasked with answering 3 questions, and I'll go over those questions as we go along. If I start my remarks with the phrase, has anybody ever heard the phrase, make a promise, keep a promise? Right? So early in my community development career, one of my mentors explained to me that all human relationships built on trust come down to those simple words. No elaborate marketing message or social media campaign can substitute for keeping your word. Confidence and trust are built on making and keeping promises. I'll tell you a story how this dynamic works. Part of my job when I first came to LIADA was to go out to the commercial corridors of the city and start to develop merchants associations. And that required me to, pound the pavement, burn some rubber, meeting business owners. And it took me 3 visits for one business owner to finally ask me those magic words. Can you help me with something?